The other thing that's changing for so many of you, and this relates to all the questions, that's changing is your world has been externalized, if you would write external, for as long as you can remember. Everything is a perspective of what's on the outside. And sometimes a desperate attempt to find what's on the inside, but it's always referenced by what's on the outside. The way you feel about yourself is largely based on your perception of how people feel about you. If everybody loves you, then you can love yourself. But if nobody loves you, it's hard to love yourself because the perspective is externalized. You look out at the world around you, and you see it, even though it's coming from your eyes and your receptors, but you see it as being external, and it's not. It's going to be a tough one to get through with some of the Shambhala, because they're going to insist that it's out there. And I'm telling you, or allow the perspective to change, because it's all coming from in here. It's all your energy, even if there's other people. It's your perception of them. They're actually really not in your energy. You are perceiving them there. It's kind of like a virtual world. They're really not there. You're perceiving them there, but they're actually outside of your energy. They can affect, you let them affect your energy and your perception, but it's actually all really internal. It's going to take humans in general a long, long time to figure this one out. But actually, quantum physics is going to discover it first, and then ultimately it'll be used in psychology to say, you've been external forever, go internal. Everything you perceive is coming from you. Every answer is in you, but you want to believe it's out there. Everything you need, all the abundance you need is right here. And it's really, really, really simple, but you want to keep struggling and pretending it's out there or somebody's keeping you from it. It's so simple because it's all right there, but damn, that's a hard concept to get over, particularly when it's been basically brainwashed and hypnotized into you that everything you need is out there. I contend nothing, you need nothing whatsoever, including love or sex, is out there. Nothing. Well, actually, when you think about it, you're making love to somebody. And in a way, it's you're really not. It's kind of like, and I use the example of virtual reality because that's going to be a really big thing. Even Cauldra and Linda just bought some of those virtual reality thingies. But imagine for a moment, you're making love to somebody. And I won't animate this. I was going to embarrass dear Linda. You're making love to somebody, and for the new ones listening in, now they're going, oh yeah, I like this group. My question is, are you really? Aren't you really making love to yourself? Aren't you really just, because they're actually not externalized. They're not outside, they are outside of your energy. You're just making love with your own energy. Now, isn't that going to ruin a few nights for a lot of you? But it's true. And you start realizing that's actually a really good example. You're making what?
You can't come up with a better example than that.
No, I thought that was mighty toasty. I thought it was really good. You're making love to somebody, and it's all a perception, but you're really still just in your energy. Now imagine the implications on human psychology when they start understanding that, not blaming it on something on the outside and not feeling the whole world's out to get them. It's actually pretty scary when you realize this is all mine, all mine. It raises a lot of questions. I can hear the questions coming already. No, it's not fake or imagined, but just realize it's in your energy field. There is another souled being that is, in a way, participating, but not within your energy field. They're in their own, having their own experience of what it's like to make love. It's fascinating when you really understand. So externalizing, that's going away. Everything starts to become internal. You start to realize it's all your perception. Therefore, you can recreate it however you want with ease and grace. And by the way, that's the key to staying on this planet after realization. Today's practical magic from modern Merlins is very simple. We've talked about it before, but I wanted to go on record in the history books, is that 100% of the energy that you encounter is yours. There is no outside energy whatsoever. To me, it's so simple, so obvious. But yet, feel into humanity, other people you know. They're going somewhere else for their energy. They may not call it energy. They may call it a paycheck or emotional support. They may call it whatever. They're going somewhere else, including places like God. God doesn't have any energy. If you went and begged God, you get down on your hands and knees and you prayed, could I have some energy? God is like, I don't have any. I'm all consciousness. What are you talking about? I'm not energy. It's all yours, every bit of it. Once you understand that there is nothing on the outside, and it's kind of, again, one of those weird things. You're like, yeah, but that the tree out there, that's not my energy. It is. It is. It's all your energy. There's actually really no tree out there. There's no tree. It's all your energy. What you are seeing right here, my dear friends, is your energy. That's it. We play a great big game in this, that energy's on the outside. Somehow you have to go out there to get it. We play a great big game that even I'm an outside energy called Adamus Saint-Germain. Yeah, it's your energy. Kind of freaks the mind out. The mind's like, well, no, I don't know. Let me touch you. No, you're not. It's your energy. It's all your perception. And I say it's your energy. You could also substitute the word perception. It's basically the same thing. Energy is just a way of perceiving. Energy is a song. It's a communication. It's a way to perceive and experience. So modern or practical magic for the modern Merlin, suddenly understanding it's my energy there, all mine. Humans like to blame other people and like to think that everything's outside of them and that they ain't got shit, that they have very, very little and they have no control. That is a game. That is a bad game, but it's a game. And for the modern Merlins, you realize, no, it's all my energy, my perception. I don't need to get it. I don't need energy from any place else. I don't need anybody's approval on anything. It's all mine. Then the fun begins. Because you realize it's not about a lot of outside forces invading and attacking you and trying to take your little bit of your nuts that you squirreled away for the winter. And it's like, hell, hang on a second. Those are all my nuts. And the invaders are all me. And it's like, wow, what a great game. Then you start to have fun. It's mind-boggling. Because the mind is like, no, it couldn't be because I see other people. And it's like, actually, no, you really don't. There is a sense of perception that there's other souled beings. You're perceiving their consciousness, but it's your energy through which you perceive them. In other words, you're not really perceiving them. You're not really, it's not their energy. It's your perception. It's your big TV show or movie about them. They're kind of like, imagine that energy is a great big cloud, a mist, but it's all yours. There is a person on the other, a souled being on the other side of the mist that you perceive from soul being to soul being. But the energy between you and them is all you, and you're just perceiving them through your own energy fog or goggles or whatever. But it's all your energy. That's so simple, but yet the mind is going to resist it and rebel against it and try to overly philosophize it. Could you just take a moment without getting all head crapped and just take a moment and realize it's all my energy. And it's all here to serve me. And I have the maturity never to let it harm me, nor does it have an intent to harm me. But it's all mine, and it's here to serve me. That's amazing. That's, again, when the magic begins, because suddenly the energy doesn't have to play this game. Here's the energy like, oh, for Christ's sakes, once again, Billy gets up in the morning and he's playing this game that I'm outside of him. And so we got to go along with it because that's what soul being is doing. And that's what the human is doing. So we got to play this game. Imagine how relieved energy will be when you finally say, damn, this is all mine. It's my way of perceiving and experiencing reality. It's all mine. That's when the magic begins. That's when you realize there's no outside forces. There's nobody trying to take your energy. There's really not. There's no bigger energies. There's no boogeymen energies. There's none of that. It's all your own. When you start realizing that, the magic really starts happening. Then you can joyfully allow it to serve you. And you're not going to harm yourself. That's the other big thing. You're not going to harm yourself. You will not. You test yourself. I know that. You're going to test yourself in this and say, am I really ready and can I really do this? Go ahead and play test yourself, and then you're going to realize when you do that, damn, I do have the maturity, and this is all my energy. Let the fun begin. So that brings up a couple of points. First of all, you've heard me say that everything you perceive is your energy. It's going to take a couple years for that to really sink in, but everything you perceive is your energy. Of course, the first question that people, that you and others ask is, well, we're all seeing the ocean as an ocean. We all do things together. What do you mean? All these people are my energy? No, it's your perception. All energy is your perception. The energy or what you're perceiving does not belong to anyone else. It is all yours. Now, the difference is that it's all your energy, but it's not. You're not just perceiving your consciousness. You can perceive the consciousness of another being, but it's like they're on the other side of your energy field. All the energy is yours, but you can also be aware that there's other consciousnesses out there. They cannot take from you. They can't ever be part of yours. I don't care if you're two passionate lovers and you're soulmates and everything else. Consciousness can never be together, but you can perceive them, and therefore it can have an effect on how you perceive your energy. That's another important point. It takes a little while to really understand that. Once you start realizing everything out there is your energy, it's your perception, your energy, but you're also aware that there's other consciousnesses out there, and that can affect or it can have an effect on how you perceive your energy. Just feel into that for a moment. I feel some of you like, what the hell is he talking about?